Hey, what's going on, everyone? Welcome to the RC Retro channel. In this episode, let's start over, right? Because you're like walking. All right, start walking. All right, ready?
Am I off camera?
Yeah, you're off camera. Hey, what's going on, everyone, and welcome to the RC Retro channel. We're shooting on location at the Port Royal Raceway, which just got its springtime cleanup. It's looking pretty dope right now. Wasn't so much before. So we're gonna do a little time lapse showing the track getting cleaned up. Then we're gonna get the Monster Beetle out for its annual laps around the track to signify that the track is open and it's the start of the race season. And then we're gonna get the Javelin out to get some action footage. So enjoy the video.
Put your white shoes on for this. We can see your sneakers.
No white shoes. I got my track sneakers on.
Wait, what? For the track.
What's up, boys?
I feel like you're not filming downwards.
Hi. We got Joey Garage, Phil's foot, Harry with a bad wig on right now.
Ari didn't help.
There's Sten the model.
Ari didn't help. He did nothing.
You forgot about Harry, you showed up late.
Looking good. What's up, CJ? Hi. All right. Welcome to the opening of the Port Royal Raceway. Dun, 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 dun. Good. Well, now that the track is officially open for business, we're gonna get the Javelin out here for some action footage. But first, I just wanted to bring to your attention in one of my prior videos of the Javelin where I had it out to do some freestyle action in the baseball field, what I failed to mention was that the motor was sucking in little rocks and shooting it out into the gearbox. And so I had to open up everything and clean it out. And Joey Garage from 1 Minute in Joe's Corner shared with me a little tip that involves sewing. Yes, sewing. So stick around to the end of the video to see what that is. Here's the Javelin in action. Enjoy. Well, the guys did a great job on the track. It looks awesome. And the Javelin definitely impressed out there. I'm super excited with the way it handled, and we'll talk a little bit more about that in a second. As for the little mess you see right over here, please excuse that. I'm just doing a little maintenance work on my team associated T3 stadium truck, getting it ready for this upcoming race season. And now back to the track. Harry thought it would be a great idea to do a little time-lapse video of, the spring cleanup on the track, and well, it came out pretty good. I'm not talking about the track. The track looks awesome, but the video came out pretty good. As you can see, there's a lot of work that goes into maintaining a track, and it's not just the spring cleanup, but it's every time we get together to race on this track for our race night videos. We get out there around 3, 4 o'clock, and remember, it's in the summertime, so it's scorching hot out there. So by 3, 4 o'clock, the sun already passes over his house. There's some shade back there. And, well, we start cleaning up. And it takes about an hour to get that track ready. Even though we're on there like every other weekend, there's some weeds that have to come up, raking, leveling, and then rolling it to get it ready for our race night videos. So by the time we're done, it's like dusk out, which is perfect because it's nice and cool. And then he turns the floodlights on and we do some night racing. So there's really a lot of work that goes into that. Now, as far as the Javelin, awesome. Loved it. Now, while Harry was driving it and I was filming, I did have it out on the track before Harry took over, and then I had it out on the track again after filming was done. I loved the way it handled, and from looking at the video footage of it, it's awesome. I mean, the video footage, great. And a couple things I just want to run by everybody. Number one, the suspension. I know I had, my doubts about the shock weight oil in there being 7.5 weight. But, when I took it to the baseball field and I was launching it off the ramp, it was fine. And now on the track, it was fine. The tires on here, I really wasn't sure about how the tires would handle. But for right now, the track is nice and compacted. The spikes on here were digging in and it was handling nicely. I'm not quite sure about how that's going to be in the summertime when it's more loose and dusty. We shall see. And then finally, what else did I want to talk about on here? The slipper clutch. Didn't have to adjust the slipper clutch on here. It's just right now it's at what the manual recommends. I'm sure, again, once we get into those warmer days and the track is a little bit more dusty and powdery, I'll have to back off on the slipper clutch and just make it a little bit looser. But again, you always got to play around with the slipper clutch because there's always going to be different track conditions on a dirt track. And now I'm just going to share with all of you what my simple fix was for keeping the rocks out of the motor and shooting into the gearbox. Joe from 1 Minute in Joe's Corner recommended that I use a sock and put it over the motor.
Behold, I call it the RC Retro Motor Sock.
I actually took one of my daughter's Under Armour socks because she's tiny. She's only like 7 years old. And fitted it over the motor, cut off all the excess. It was still a little too big for the motor, so I cut down the side of the sock, cut away extra, stretched it, and then stitched it up. So it fits perfectly. Punctured 2 holes at the end and fed the wires through, and then used a zip tie to go around the motor to keep the sock in place. And for the most part, well, not even for the most part, it worked. Nothing got in there. It sounded awesome for the 2 batteries I ran through there. And meanwhile, I only ran 1 battery on the dirt field. This thing was sucking in rocks. And did not happen this time, so it worked. Of course, my biggest issue was, is it going to go on fire? But this is not overgeared. I'm not running anything crazy through here. So for the most part, it was fine. And Joe's been doing this for many, many years. He even worked in a hobby shop back in the day, and that's where he learned this tip and passed it on to me, so it worked. Now, I know back in the day for brush motors with KYOSHO, they used to give the rubber sleeves that you would put over the motor that had the holes at the end where you could feed the wires through, but you can't find any of those today. So, we had to improvise, right? So, worked out perfect, and I'm going to keep the sock on there just go with it. All right, so hope you enjoyed the video of us fixing up the track and, of course, the Javelin running. It was awesome out there. I can't say that enough. Just loved it out there. Had so much fun with it. All right, well, anyways, that's the end of the video. Thank you so much for staying with me to the very end. Hit the like button. Give me a thumbs up. Hit subscribe if you have not done so already. And I will see you all in my next video. Take care now.
Let's go, let's go!